Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. I am still working with my never-ending kit. I've got a piece of paper, some scraps, and a couple of photos. So let's see what I can do. Guys, so I am starting with this outrageously loud paper. It does have those florals on one side, and then on the reverse is kind of this almost grid-like blue on blue paper. I decided that I wanted half of one side and half of the other, and I don't have two sheets of it. So I am literally cutting it at the 6-inch mark, and then I am going to use some washi tape to join them together. So this is some glittery gold washi tape, because why not? When you have big old loud flowers like this, you might as well have some big old gold washi tape. Now I have two photos that I am going to be scrapbooking. This is of the Snow White room at the bed and breakfast that we have gone to, called Abendblume. And I am going to go ahead and do some layering up of some smaller pieces of paper over top of that gold glitter washi tape. So I guess technically I did not need to washi tape from the top to the bottom, because I am covering up a bunch of it, but it is holding my layout together, and that is kind of important. So I am going to just stagger these guys right here. And once that is down, I'm going to figure out where I want these photos to go. So we're going to place them down. I think that I need some photo mats. So I grab some white cardstock here, and I'm just going to cut the photo mats down. That way my photos are going to kind of pop off the page a little bit now with that tiny little white border around it. Otherwise, there is a lot going on in the background, and the photos kind of get lost. So one of the reasons why I like to map my photos in a nice neutral cardstock is to separate those photos from the background, again, so they're not getting lost. Now, this one was a little bit short, so I'm going to piece it together. Normally, I would just grab another piece of cardstock and cut it out, but I would be making a scrap that way, and, you know, I've already got enough scraps from playing with this kit, and that is all there is. Now, see these scraps right here? This pattern paper that is like the quilted blocks. This is a scrap that I would keep even if it is that smaller size, because the pattern is so small, right? Like, it's not like if it was that small of just a piece of paper, that probably would go straight into the bin. But since this is specifically sized for that, that doesn't go exactly straight into the bin. Okay, and I am seeing that my camera is just slightly crooked. Either that or my mat is slightly crooked. One of them are slightly crooked, so I will get that figured out. So, welcome to the blue mat phase of my YouTube channel. I've had a couple different phases. I've had like a white desk, I've had a pink mat, I've had other mats. Now we're into this blue mat. This is a sewing cutting mat. It did not come from the craft section. It did come from the sewing section back a while ago when Hobby Lobby clearanced them out a while ago. And I have just been waiting for the right moment to put this on the desk, and here it is. So we're doing fine, guys. We're doing fine. I am going to create a title over here by using a label and some different words, and just go ahead and get that decorated. Now, there is going to be a little bit that overlaps onto the photo, but you're not really losing anything stupid important on the photo, so I am not stressing out about that. Now, if there was something important on that photo, or something that I didn't want covered up. Obviously, I wouldn't use my ephemera and things and cover it up. I am trying to find the perfect spot though, because I want to make sure that it covers up certain joins where the papers come together. And then over here, I'm going to use this sticker. It actually has a word on it, but I'm going to cover up the word and just use the florally bit. This is one thing that I have done, I feel like, forever, is make the things work for me. There was a point where I was receiving a kit subscription, and almost everything I had to make it work for me. I had to camouflage or cut up or do stuff, and it got to be too much work and it wasn't fun anymore. But taking one or two little stickers and making it work, which is showing that little florally bit and covering up the word, that brings me great joy, right? Like if there's supplies that it's a one-off that I'm making work, it's fine. But if I have to work every single time I'm scrapbooking, it's not worth it to me, right? Like I want my scrapbooking to be fun and stress-free. I don't need to make things work like that. All right, going to glue on some of these florals, and the sun just moved and I am being blinded. Okay, there we go. Woo! Yes, it is 7:48 p.m. and the sun is still out, and you guys, I am so ecstatic. I love the fact that the sun is still out, because in the wintertime here, 4:30, it's dark. And I'm like, I don't even live in Alaska. Why is this happening? You know, it's just random little things that drive me crazy. And it being dark that early in the wintertime drives me crazy. But it's fine, you guys. It's absolutely fine. It's also, April 29th. And we have our fireplace going because it's chilly. So anyway, living in a whole new world up here in this state. Definitely got used to the warmth and all of the things living in California. Okay, now I am just looking to see if I need to add anything else to this layout. If there's any little bits that need it to be added, because I have decorated two clusters, one over by the title and then one up at the top where I made that sticker work. I do go ahead and put those kind of loud hot pink heart sequins onto the layout, and the reason why I did that was because I have this loud paper on the layout, so it kind of works together. Does that make sense? I would feel like these bright, almost fuchsia heart sequins would only be appropriate on certain layouts, like they only feel like they go on certain layouts, and this big old guy with these big honking flowers is one of those layouts. Okay, so this is the cut apart sheet from the 6x8 paper pad, and I am going to cut things off of it and use on here. I was toying with the idea of cutting that floral strip and placing it down here on the page as well. The colors matched, but the florals were way different than what's already there in the background. I do know I have these white florals that are way different too, but they are still have individual petals, right? From the background florals and those white ones. The one on that cut apart sheet is kind of not. They're like a clumpy flower. So I didn't feel like it really went. But I am going to add some more little bits to kind of make this area a little bit more interesting, right? I've got a bunch of different colors and things like that. I just felt like there was more to add, you know? And then I decided to stop cutting it with my scissors and cut it with my small trimmer here. And I cut out this teal thing that says happy, 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 happy. And I was just trying to figure out where I wanted that to go. Ultimately, I cut a piece off and place it on the layout. I end up not using the whole thing, which is completely fine. And I think this actually went into the bin. I don't I don't exactly remember. I scrapbooked a couple layouts this day, so I am not entirely sure what I did with it. So I'm trying to figure out if I need to add any more bits, any more tabby bits through here. I thought that I needed to put that chipboard piece in, but ultimately I go for this guy. It is a floral label that says something about real life. I'm going to cover up the real life because I don't need that on my layout. But I'm thinking that this chipboard might still have to go on there. I'm just trying to figure out what that looks like and if the little layers on this part of the page are being balanced, or if I am kind of making it heavy in one spot. Does that make sense? Like I don't want the things to be kind of all over the place, and I kind of want to balance out the colors as well. Trying out other things. I'm just pulling them from the kit to see if there's anything I need to bring in. And I think I need some word phrases. These are from Rosie Studio. Really cute little guys. And I am going to place those around my clustery bits as well. I'm just reading over them to see if anything will fit with kind of what is going on in the photos. Really loved this room. It was great. It was a great first room. We've been here now 3 times, and we've stayed in Snow White, Rapunzel, and I forget the third one. I don't remember the name of it, but it's okay. So I'm going to get those little bits glued down so that they are going to stay tucked in to my paper pieces. And I'm thinking, like, maybe I should bring in more of these florals. Maybe I should, you know, add a couple more and just really floral the heck out of this layout, because I've already got the big loud florals in the background. And now I've got the white florals, and I'm like, do I need to bring in more of these florals? Ultimately, I'm going to decide to take them off, I believe. I don't think they stay, because I was feeling like I was forcing it a little bit too much. So I'm going to take those off and be finished with the layout. Oh, I guess I do put some there. I glued them down. How about that? The top ones definitely felt forced. This is more of a diagonal line of florals now. Okay, guys, that is going to do it for this layout. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.